just fixed that. Apparently not very well. Take 2. Welcome to my off-grid cabin. Located in northern Minnesota, my cabin is located about 30 miles from the nearest grocery store and completely off the grid. If I wanted electricity, it's not even available in my area. Now, I don't live at the cabin full time, but I do spend as much time here as I can, and I'd really like the place to eventually become more self-sufficient, meaning fruit trees, gardens, hunting opportunities, fishing opportunities, things like that. So today we're back at the cabin and spring is finally here. It's the end of May. The trees have gotten leaves. All of the wild edibles are up and sprouting. So it's time to do a little bit of work on the gardens. So come on along. I'm sure we'll have a good time. The Blue Eddy was getting a little low, so I figured I better plug in some solar. Looks like we're drawing about 220 watts out of a 300 watt panel. That's not horrible. We're at 16%. Hopefully we can get up to about halfway before the sun changes. Maybe 40%, that'd be good. It's hard to tell from this angle, but man, there is so much pollen on these panels. There's pollen everywhere. I don't know if you can see that or not, but look at that. So I think we'll give these a brush off and well, I've been thinking about this well more. It's moist, it's wet, but still convinced it's just groundwater. I mean, it was clearly dry all summer last summer, so there's no reason to get excited in the spring when all the rain has saturated the ground. And I mean, you would expect the ground to be moist, right? From all the runoff and rain. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to mess with this now. Although it was interesting with that sinkhole. I may revisit this later this summer, but for right now, I'm just going to let this set for a while. I have too many other things to do. I have a bunkhouse that's not even half finished. I have a log structure that's not even started. I have the gardens to put in. I have trees to cut down still. There's just 1,001 projects that always need to be done, and water is a priority, but I just don't think at this point that the money and the effort is worth the high probability that I'm going to have the same results. So for right now, we're going to leave it. I'm going to fill the hole in so nobody trips on it and no animals get stuck in there, and we're going to move on to other projects. Good morning, everybody. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day today. It's a little cool right now, but the sun is shining. I think the first thing we're going to do is get rid of this trailer full of compost. We're going to touch up our established boxes, and we're going to fill in our new boxes, and hopefully we can plant something in there this year. But this is all nice, beautiful compost, so we're going to make good use of it. Last year I planted garlic in the fall, and it really did not overwinter very well. This year, because we had an early spring, I put some in right away, maybe a couple weeks ago during a warm-up, and then recovered it up, and it's looking really good this year. So I'm hopeful we'll have a decent garlic harvest. Top this bed off a little bit with some compost. Looks like it's settled a little bit. See that? So I planted double rows. Every other row is beets, because I love beets, and you can eat the tops. And in between is lettuce, because the lettuce should come up quick and it'll bolt and be done before the beets need the extra space for the beet development, hopefully. I don't know, if it doesn't work, I don't do it next year. But thought I'd give it a shot, try to make as much use of the small beds as I can. So we're gonna have peppers and tomatoes over here. Tomatoes, peppers, I'm not sure what we'll do with the third one. Probably hot peppers and then jalapeno. And then in the new beds, we've got beets and lettuce. I'll probably do carrots. Maybe carrots and... oh, I'm trying to think of stuff that will be low maintenance. And then stuff that I can store or make use of. So, boy, that bed is really crooked there, isn't it? Too late to move it now. Should have thought of that before I filled it full of dirt. Oh well. I'm gonna trim that tree too. Cabbages. Maybe I'll stick some cabbages in here, and I don't know what else. I got a lot of seeds. I'm just gonna go through and try to use up some extras from last year, and probably 50% will germinate and 50% won't, but we'll see what we end up with. This bed is gonna be carrots. I've never planted tomatoes from seed outside. I always start them indoors. But I had some extra seed and I thought, well, let's see if they come up. And I can always fill them in with store-boughts when they go on sale. I usually don't buy store-boughts right away because they end up going like 25 to 50% off, sometimes 75% off. And there's still plenty of time in the season for them to grow, so. But I thought, well, this might be a good experiment, but we'll put store-boughts in here, and then I've got some cayenne seeds here. I'm gonna experiment with that. But these are gonna be jalapeno starts probably. And if the cayennes don't grow, those will be cayenne starts. And then I can just fill in here with whatever I can get on sale that looks good. Cabbage or something different maybe. Probably didn't need a whole box of tomatoes, but I'm counting on most of them not making it, and then I'll just thin them as they come up. I think this year we'll put some onions in here and see if maybe they'll do anything. Well, we'll put them in and see what happens. Can't see it, but I'm sure you can hear the rain. Come in. It's nice, steady, soaking rain out there. Perfect for all the seeds that I planted today. So I couldn't have planned that any better. It's actually been raining since after dinner tonight, so I ended up going into town and I went to a movie. And I was the only person in that particular theater watching the movie, so I had it all to myself, which was kind of fun. But anyway, it was a good way to spend a nice rainy evening. It's been a long time since I've done that, and yeah, I'm glad I did it. But I'm just really, but this rain is awesome for all the seeds that we just planted. Perfect timing. Good morning on a rainy day. It started raining last night after supper, and it rained all night long, which is perfect after planting all the seeds yesterday. Did you know that you can convert these Coleman gas burning stoves into liquid propane? So that you can use your typical small 1-pound cylinder instead of worrying about white gas and the seals going bad and the O-rings being replaced and the vacuum not holding. Yeah. And it's so easy, you only have to replace one part. So apparently they make liquid propane conversion kits, and this is just one brand that's available. Look how easy this is. You just remove the old gas tank. It's essentially just the same gas hose with an LP adapter. And voila, we're cooking. I'll put a link down below for the product that I used, or if I find a cheaper one on Amazon. Well, I hope you guys are hungry because it's time to make some supper. And on tonight's menu is fresh walleye tacos. So I've got one of the walleyes that I caught the other night fishing, and we're gonna deep fry this on the Coleman stove. And then we're also gonna make some onion rings. So hopefully they turn out okay. I've never made them with dry rub before. I've never made them with dry batter before, so I don't know if it's gonna stick, but we're gonna give it a shot. The other bad news is I thought I had more fish fry, and I only had half of a bag, so it might be a little thin, but we'll make it work. I have not used this stove ever in my life because the tank would never work. I could never get it to work. So I have no idea how hot to put this oil. But I think we'll get these onion rings a little damp since we're using dry batter. Coating's not really sticking very well, but we're gonna give it a try anyway. I don't use up all the batter because I'd rather have it for the fish, honestly. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Shake, shake, shake. No vampires tonight. So on this walleye, it's pretty common for me to take the cheeks out of the larger fish. But what I did this time was I took the wings. And I don't know if I'm supposed to try to skin those or scale them or cook them with the skin on. I don't know. I'm not sure. So we got a couple nice walleye fillets, a couple nice fillets. All right, enough talking. I got to get concentrating here because I don't want to mess this up. Rings are frying. Well, Definitely needs more batter. They're pretty much just fried onions. But they're good. If you like fried onions. Let's get chopping. One for the cook, one for the plate. Oh, we don't need that one. One for the squirrels. Speaking of squirrels, we got the old guard dog over there getting taunted by some squirrels. Let's get that walleye on there, shall we? We shall. Oh, I haven't mixed it yet. We gotta shake some, shake, shake, shake. We're going to do some shaking. I did not skin these, which would be fine because you can eat fish skin. However, I did not scale them, so that might be... Oh, it's just river back there. I think the fins are probably one of my favorite parts. Sometimes the ends get a little bony though. All right, let's see what we got here. It's pretty hot. It's really hot. All right, give me a second. I gotta let it cool down. All right, we're looking good, looking good. Got a little tomato, a little walleye, avocado, and a little bit of hot sauce. And a dash of hot sauce. All right, here we go. Walleye taco, first fresh walleye of the year. I forgot the fried onion. I'd like to say ooh ah, but I haven't even got to the fish yet. Ooh ah, I got to the fish. I'm just kidding. No, it's pretty good. I definitely could use some creamy sauce, like a little bit of mayo mixed in with the avocado, or maybe like a jalapeno. Oh, some cheese too would be good. Oh, how about that? Guess somebody missed that bone, huh? I'm not even sure what that is. No, that is fish bone. All right, I got to run in the house, grab a Diet Coke. Help yourself to the... Oh, let's try the wings before we shut her down. Oh, we already tried the wings, didn't we? No, we didn't try... All right, let's try the meat from the wings. So we ate the fins. Skin peels off, so maybe that's not an issue. I was gonna say there's a fair amount of meat on there until I bit into a big bone. I mean, there's a couple little bites of meat on there. It's one of those things that now that you know there's meat there, that's what it was. We had wing bones. After I ate the fins off that one and put it back in the pile because it was too hot, then it ended up in the sandwich. That's why I had the bones. All right, I'm gonna eat. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Good morning. I think the sun may actually shine today for a change. Rained all day yesterday, all night, and I've already emptied out the garden cart. But needless to say, I didn't do much filming yesterday because I didn't get much done. But today we're going to tackle a job that I've been putting off for far too long. But if I'm honest, my fear of failure and not knowing what I'm doing has kind of like made me procrastinate. And I think we've put it off long enough. It's time to put on some soffits. Unfortunately, my procrastination may have cost me. Here's what I mean. One of the things I needed to do today was to build a bird box to keep the birds out of the soffits. So that's what we're going to start doing. Unfortunately, this is what I noticed today. Look and tell me if there's any birds in there. Just eggs. Oh, I can see. Well, at least one egg, huh? So unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a little bit. I think we can build the bird box, but we're just going to have to wait on the exterior. We're going to have to wait on the gable eave soffit. What are you going to do? Okay, it looks pretty good. I think we can throw a nail in there. Oh, once again, I'm stymied. More rain. Doggone it. It's starting all over. First mosquito bite of the year. I knew it couldn't last. Last chance to place your bet. Well, I'm going to call that a fit. So if you bet against me, you owe me. Fingers crossed. Little trim, little trim. Nothing wrong with a little trim. That little trim was about 5 cuts later. On tonight's menu, we're having cheeseburgers on the grill. It's actually super windy out right now, so I think maybe what I'll do is throw the burgers on the grill and we'll go back in the house and we'll finish the onions and the mushrooms on the stove. So tonight I'm going to use some of these dried morel mushrooms. These are ones that I picked, just maybe a week or so ago. And mushrooms don't keep very long in the fridge, so if you're not going to use them right away, morels are super easily preserved by dehydrating, and that's what I did in this case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reconstitute some of these mushrooms. Once they become soft and they've soaked up the water, I'm going to cook them with some mushrooms and some butter and kind of make like a mushroom burger, a wild mushroom burger. So we're going to throw these in some warm water for about 15 minutes. Well, my morels are all rehydrated into slimy looking little brains. Nicely buttered buns. Might as well use up this cabbage I've had for the last couple days. Wild morel mushroom and onion cheeseburgers with tomato, mustard and ketchup, and maybe some avocado. Good morning and welcome to another rain day. And with that being said, I think it's a good time to put an end to this video and say goodbye for now, but not for long, because you know the deal. We'll be back next week. Love you guys, and we'll see you soon.